Today we're going to take our short film script and tear it apart so we can start to understand how we're going to build our film. Now, any film consists of a bunch of moving parts, and in order to start wrapping our heads around how we're going to produce this short film, first we need to dissect the screenplay and figure out what these parts are and attack them one at a time. This is called breaking down the script. The first thing we're going to do is really simple. We're going to take 4 different colored pens or pencils, take them to our screenplay, and underline the first time something in one of 4 categories appears. For example, we're going to take a red pen or pencil and underline each time a character appears. We're going to do the same thing with props, locations, and effect shots, using a different color for each. So now you've got a script with a bunch of pencil or pen marks on it, and from those marks you can pull 4 lists. You'll have characters, locations, props, and effect shots, and you'll know what things you need to obtain, or in the case of effect shots, prepare for, before you can start shooting. Now, these lists might look familiar because if you've been following the pattern of these videos, you'll know that you've already obtained or at least have access to all the things on these lists before you even wrote the script. So wrapping your head around that should be pretty simple. The next thing I like to do is a simple shot breakdown where I go through the script and I write down camera abbreviations next to specific parts of the screenplay where I think it's appropriate. For example, WS for wide shot, CU for close-up, OTS for over the shoulder, things like that. If you're unfamiliar with standard camera abbreviations, check a link below in the description. That should help you out. But the thought here is to start formulating in your head what your movie is going to look like, and this is a really good precursor toward creating storyboards and eventually a shot list. Finally, I'm going to recommend something that's an industry standard, and that is to figure out how long each of your scenes are in your script based on the 1/8 of a page system. Now, this is just an idea that an entire page is broken down into 1/8, namely 1/8 of an inch. So you have 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, etc. until it fills 8/8, which is 1 page. That way you can determine how long scenes are. Namely, a short scene will be like 1/8 of 2/8 of a page. A long scene could be 2 and 5/8 pages. For example, then you just make a little note next to each slug line. Remember, a scene is the space in between slug lines, and it becomes important to know how long these scenes are when you're planning a shooting schedule, or as you're discussing the scene in the future, say on set, when you say, well, we have to shoot this scene. Well, how long is it? Well, it's 3/8 of a page. Okay, we can do it this time of day, etc. Now you might just ask yourself, well, why don't you just say, well, this scene is 2.5 pages, or this scene is 2 1/4 pages? Well, you are saying that. It's just a really detailed way of saying it. And that's my basic take on script breakdown. I hope you liked this video, or if you found it useful, you might want to check out all the videos in this series, especially if you plan on making your own frugal short film in the near future. And then stay tuned next month when we'll talk about filling basic crew positions to get your shoot off the ground. Now, if you like this video and would like to see more, please check out all the videos on my channel, or you can check out thefrugalfilmmaker.com. Thanks for watching.